tap in. It is time for your next tarot reading. I feel like there is a point of contention. We're at the apex of this part of your inner transformation. Your 2026 rebrand is no joke. And it's on a deep level. It's on a cellular level here. Because life is requiring you to show up differently. Whether you like it or not, it is asking you to show up differently. And I'm getting the sense that it's not being met with resentment. It's not being met with, like, you're not resisting the change. You're not resisting the challenges that you are being presented with, because you are taking everything as feedback. You are taking everything as guiding you towards what it is you are calling into your life, actualizing your manifestations. There are things that might throw you for a loop or might make you feel a little bit wobbly. Like, this journey does require you to go through every single emotion possible without giving up. It's like asking you to keep moving forward, to stick to the plan, not the emotional energy behind what it is you're doing, if that makes sense, because you are a human with fluctuating emotions. And I see you at this point of peace in your journey. It's like over here, you're feeling challenged. You're feeling like there are delays. You might be feeling like you're on the precipice of a huge change and you just want things to go smoothly. And at the same time, I see you as the observer of your experience. You're allowing yourself to go through the motions. You're allowing yourself to feel such a wide range of emotions. One day you feel grief. One day you feel elated. One day you feel nothingness. That's been a huge thing for this collective recently. That feeling of nothingness, that feeling of emptiness. It's like life is completely emptying you out. Arrive empty and you will be filled. And I know that you feel like there is something approaching you, but you cannot put your finger on what it is. It's like your peace and your freedom are the priority, always, but especially now. That is the priority right now. And so you're allowing everything to happen outside of your force field while focusing on your stability. That's what it is. It's an emphasis on your stability right now. I want to get into these cards now because sometimes it takes me a minute. I also want to read this to you when it applies, when the moment presents itself. I'm feeling like you might be questioning your detachment to things. You might be noticing that you're being distracted by presence. I heard another creator said that a while ago, and it's really sat in my mind for the last few days. Being distracted by presence, where you're almost questioning the work you're doing to actualize your manifestations. It's like you're so used to hyperfixating, to being in your masculine energy, to like that forward moving momentum, the part of you that is like a hustler. You're making ends meet, you're chasing. And now you're resting in neutrality. You're resting in not needing anything. You're resting in not pushing. You're allowing the timeline to unfold naturally and releasing your resistance to things happening in divine timing and not in your self-proclaimed timing. Does that make sense? It's like you're finding, it's like I'm seeing the Temperance card and also the Two of Pentacles, where you're like finding your balance within yourself. And finding your balance does not mean that you give 100% every single day, or this part of your life gets 50 and this other part of your life gets another 50. Some things get 70, the other thing gets 30. Sometimes it's 20, and so on. You know, it's like you're learning how to delegate energetically, emotionally. A lot of things have been coming up for you recently to just show you how to reflect back to you how much you have. Reflecting back to you how much you have grown. Because before it was like evolve or repeat. That was the vibe. Like things coming up asking you to evolve or repeat. But now the things that are being presented to you is reflecting back to you your growth. And in a few videos ago, I was talking about allowing yourself to arrive, allowing yourself to be where you are and soak it in. Not only because nothing is permanent, that is a part of it, but it's like you're such a high achiever, and sometimes you're just like, okay, what's next? And a finish line is a facade. The end goal is a facade because there is always room for more expansion. You will never truly peak because you are forever evolving. You are forever growing. You are forever becoming more of an embodied version of yourself. You're not going to peak and then descend. Descension is a part of ascension. Like you know what I'm saying? But it's like releasing the facade that you're climbing you're forever climbing the mountain. That's the thing. You're not going to plateau and you're not going to go downhill because you know that everything is feedback. Everything is literally happening in your favor. For example, I'm going to use myself as an example here. A couple days ago, I was talking to one of my sisters about organizing myself financially to meet a goal that I have for myself. And then an unexpected expense came up. So some money that I had, it had an assignment, and on a whim, I needed to reassign it. That was not a part of the plan, but I let it be, and I knew that it was meant to be. Fast forward a couple days, on my way to work, I got rear-ended. Never a good time for a car accident, but especially right now, considering I had a very energetically, emotionally charged week where I felt almost like my teenage self or my early 20s self, like feeling anxious, feeling like questioning who I am, feeling insecure about certain things financially, feeling like I'm not standing still, but not moving at the pace that I want to because I felt distracted by all these external components. Like I said, never a good time to get into a car accident, but that happening was almost like I felt something try to penetrate me. It tried to penetrate this force field of like, don't derail, do not spiral, do not panic, do not be angry, do not be resentful because this happened because it was meant to happen. Whether you see it now or not, it was meant to happen, and you are going to receive a gift because of this. I'm okay. The other person is okay. It was the other person who rear-ended me, and I do have car insurance, and so it will be taken care of, and I know that it will happen smoothly. And at the same time, I received 2 people who want personal readings, and then I received 2 people who want me to train them on the foundations of Muay Thai. And so it's like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like there's certain things happening in your life over here, and at the same time, there's like, it's asking you, what are you going to focus on? How are you going to arrive energetically? How are you going to arrive? Who are you now? Who are you choosing to be? I feel you getting quieter, getting more intentional, becoming more deliberate. I feel you softening. It's like such a soft surrender that you are experiencing right now because you're being asked to trust yourself and to focus on your self-love. You're always on this healing journey. There is no finish line. Once you commit to this journey, it is lifelong, and you know that. And so you're allowing the downloads to come naturally. You are always someone that is working on yourself, but I see you exiting, like we're still in winter at the time that winter in this hemisphere, sorry if I'm using the wrong language, the upper hemisphere. At the time I'm reading this, it's winter, but this is everlasting. But it's like that winter energy of hibernation. I see the Hermit card, like more private, more recluse, not sharing as much of yourself. And I see you coming out of your cocoon. Like there's been this push and pull, like this back and forth of you coming out, going in, coming out, going in. And you're opening yourself up to receive more because you are becoming the version of yourself that can hold more. You're becoming that version of yourself. This does require you to face every part of yourself. And your manifestations are not ahead of you is what is coming through. But what does that mean? It's not like it's within you. It is you. You are that now. It's like you made the decision that you were ready for this new life, this new version of yourself. And here it is. It's almost like you transformed overnight. And it's almost like allowing yourself to arrive might be uncomfortable because it's like it takes effort. It's effortful before it becomes effortless, before it becomes an integrated part of your identity. It does require your consistent effort to allow yourself to feel in real time. And it's 10:37 on my timer right now, and that is my angel number tattooed on my neck. That is my number. That is just confirmation. Literally, that is confirmation of like you are on the right track. And you know that. Like you literally know that. I said I was going to get into these cards quicker. Let's get into it. I would like to see some clarity for the next few days ahead. I don't want to get too nosy. I don't want to peek too far into the future because we're really taking things day by day over here. We are showing up every day, nourishing our bodies, tuning into ourselves. Like, I feel an emphasis on your health. This 2026 rebrand, it's big, it's huge, and you're going back to basics, who you were a couple years ago, but in a newly elevated way. Does that make sense? It's like there was probably a period of time where you were like super health conscious, and as time progressed, that did become just a regular part of you, but maybe you stopped being so intense about it, and other like you didn't give as much energy focus to that part of yourself. And I can see that coming back for you, where you're like, I want to be more intentional about my health. I'm going to be more intentional about prioritizing my sleep and my rest. I'm going to be more intentional about showing up on time, giving myself enough time to get ready to do something without feeling rushed. I'm going to stick to what it is I said I was going to do. Create your to-do list and actually do it. It's like you don't feel the need to bypass anything. You're almost just like, I'm about this, I'm with this, I'm ready for this, I'm ready to have what I want. And that requires a certain level of discipline to your craft, to your being, to your self-love. And it's really beautiful to witness. And you are about to be presented with unexpected and expected manifestations, because I see you just opening yourself up to being surprised. And that's where the magic is. Opening yourself up to being surprised. Because you might be someone who, I'm seeing someone who doesn't admit to themselves just how controlling they really are, just how much they want control, because you want structure, you want order, you want predictability, but you also are free flowing. It's like you're both. I'm seeing the duality of your nature. Excuse me. The duality of your humanity. You're not forcing yourself to fit a container. You're not forcing yourself to be one specific kind of way. You're allowing the full kaleidoscope of your expression. You're allowing yourself to be who you are without shame, without guilt, without delusion, without, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like without shrinking yourself to appease others. This is a new level of confidence, and your 2026 rebrand isn't just about like your physical appearance or changing jobs. Like we already know that this is a place of deeply operating from a high octave state. You are operating from a high octave state. You truly are. 14. I've been seeing a lot of fours. Ooh, King of Pentacles. I've been seeing a lot of fours because this has been a deep period of root work. And that's what this feels like to me. This is a period of, this King of Pentacles, this is a period of like root work, like the lower chakra energies where you're learning how to be more stable within yourself, meaning that force field of peace around you. It's like things can try to penetrate it, but you are working on knowing yourself on such a deeply like a deep level that there's nothing that can knock you off this path. Like, this is the third time I'm coming back to this saying in this video already, but going through every emotion and not giving up on where it is you are going to, because you trust that everything is happening in your favor. You trust yourself. You literally trust yourself. And because of that, opportunities are coming to you. And there are certain things that you're like, I should have been doing this already, but everything happens at the time it's meant to happen. Like, you may have jotted down these ideas and haven't executed yet, because the version of you that is meant to execute excellently is who you are becoming, who you are now. So those seeds were planted, and now it's time to propagate. Is that a word? Propagate? I don't even know. But I feel, you know what I'm trying to say. Propagate? Anyway. We have the world. I really love this. I love this. The world is yours. And now you're like, you have felt fear, which is why you are fearless. But at the same time, it's not about moving forward with bravery. It's about moving forward with willingness and an unwavering faith within yourself. But I'm also hearing hope and faith cannot be your only strategy. So you are becoming more action oriented. So it's like that push and pull of like masculine and feminine, resting, receiving, action oriented. It's like you're learning how to, it's a kundalini awakening. This is yet another, I honestly believe that it's layers. There are different calibers. You are having yet another, if not your first, true kundalini awakening. And there might have been periods of time where you questioned, like, did I have one? Am I having one? Is this one? But now it's like a knowing. And that goes into other areas of who you are becoming. It's like, you know now. You know now. You're not guessing. You're not hoping. You're not fake it till you make it-ing. You're actually showing up as the embodied version of who you have been creating yourself to be. This is your phoenix rising. This is your kundalini awakening. This is the pivotal moment that you have been waiting for. And it might feel a little anticlimactic, because as humans, like, we might be expecting this grandiose wake up and you're like, everything is so different. And you can have those experiences, but it happens and you metabolize it. It becomes a part of you instantly, because you're allowing yourself to change. You're not holding on to, you're almost at like, I'm sick of who I've been. I'm sick of how I've been showing up, and I'm ready for more. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for different. I'm ready to let go. If these people are meant to be in my life, then they will be in my life. If they're meant to leave, then they're going to leave. If, like, you're allowing you're allowing your purpose to shine. You're allowing relationships to serve their purpose without attachment. You're allowing things, I'm doing a lot of talking and I'm getting like hype. And so I'm trying to, you're allowing things to transpire from a place of non-attachment. And that is like relationships, yes, but also like dynamics, but it's also like you could be, you're willing to be more forthright, confrontational, honest, upfront about yourself emotionally, about how you feel, about your standpoint, about your boundaries. And I bring that up because it's from a place of non-attachment where you're not so worried about how this person is going to receive what it is you're saying, because you're coming from a place of, I'm saying this for me. Yes, I'm open to communication. Yes, I'm open to elaboration. Yes, I'm open to understanding the situation more, but not willing to go back and forth with someone, not willing to try to convince someone to understand you. You're not trying anymore. It's like there's effort. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like you're moving with intention, but you're not trying to make anyone understand you. You're not trying to force things to click into place, because you know that the way you show up, you have built yourself to be this person. You have literally built yourself to be this version of yourself. And there's more coming, and you are on the precipice of a huge change. You are on the precipice of actualizing your manifestations. And this is where you allow yourself to arrive. You allow that to land because it's real. You have been showing up consistently, and you are being rewarded for it. Not you're going to be, yes, you will be, but you are currently being rewarded for it. And to bring it back to your manifestations not being ahead of you, it is you, it's within you. You are here now. You are literally here now. So the message here is to be here now, because that's all you need to do. You know what I mean? That's it. You show up every single day, day by day. I'm going to give you some homework. So the next week, the next few days, you can choose however long. As soon as you wake up, if you wake up to an alarm, turn it off. And before you get out of bed, list to yourself 3 affirmations, 3 things that you are grateful for, or 3 mantras. Repeat to yourself, today is a good day because I said so. Today, I'm so grateful for another opportunity to show up as my best self. Today, I'm so grateful because I'm receiving everything I need that keeps me in alignment with my highest, truest, most authentic, loving self. Just affirm gratitude and see how your day goes. And maybe that can become a regular practice. For myself, that is something that I do. Now, as soon as my eyes open, my brain automatically starts reciting affirmations that I've told myself for the last few years. Like before I even think about the day and what's going on, that's what comes into mind. And so that's your homework for now. I haven't pulled very many cards for this reading. I sat down and was like, you know what, whatever's going to come out is going to come out, but I feel the sense of speaking to the collective about this transition. Look how beautiful. This is my offering plate when I read for myself or for clients or for the collective. I light my candles. Anyway, I'm hearing romance. Making your life more romantic. Listening to music that you enjoy, or a podcast while you cook yourself a nourishing meal. A vibrant plate is what I'm seeing, of nourishing food, eating intentionally, blessing yourself, affirming gratitude. There's all these, it just feels like your life is becoming more ritualistic. It's romantic. You take your time to lotion your body, or to shower and wash away all of your worries, or set the intention of washing away any habits or any attraction to habits that keep you in certain cycles you're working on breaking. Let's close this reading with a few more cards. I would like to see the next 24 hours, a message for us to take forward with us as we... do you feel the energy lightening? Do you feel it lifting? Because I feel it. The last few months of messages has been deep shadow work, unraveling, finding the sense in our experiences, deeply pensive. And now it's more you're letting yourself be. You're letting yourself enjoy. You're letting yourself relax. You're letting, and when I say relax, I mean letting yourself loosen your grip. That's what I mean by relax. You're loosening your grip. You're not trying anymore, because you trust that what is coming to you is for your ultimate highest good. You move with a grounded confidence. You move with a deep sense of knowing yourself, and that is attracting your soul tribe. That is attracting monetary abundance. That is attracting the dream community, the dream job, the dream experiences that you dream of. Your dreams are actualizing. Don't just be a dreamer, be a doer. This message is like your balance, your duality, you're allowed, but at the same time, it's it's wholeness. Sorry, I can like taste the smell of these candles. So pretty. You're allowing yourself to be a fuller expression of yourself is what I'm getting. That feels like the essence of this reading. Allowing yourself to be you in your uniqueness, in your weirdness. You've never been like anyone else, but you especially don't want to be like anyone else. It's your confidence. This is your confidence. That's okay. Let's pull a card about confidence. I don't know what that means. But we're moving away from this. This is giving fake it till you make it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You're showing up in a full expression of yourself, allowing yourself to have moods that, I don't want to say bad moods, but you know what I mean? Allow yourself to be upset, to be annoyed, to be happy, to be relieved, to be disappointed, allowing all of the emotions to exist without shame and without using that to identify yourself. This is a deep season of self-love. And that's how we segue into what it is I wanted to read you. But firstly, let's pull a card on confidence. You're stepping into the world as a new version of yourself with a different kind of confidence. Ooh, a different kind of confidence. Ooh, I flew out, wow. I'm going to take this upright. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Emperor, period. 3 cards came out. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Whoa. Okay. This is the essence of 2026. And the 8 of Wands. And all the Knights. This is the essence of 2026. And what I mean by that is, oh look, we have a Knight of Cups. What I mean by that is there's some reluctancy inside of me that doesn't want to say this is harvest season, because it's not like, you don't want to set yourself up for disappointment. I think that's a chain. That's a chain that you might be seeing within yourself. Like, you don't want to dream and try for these things and ultimately feel disappointed. And so there might have been a part of you that was holding back on certain efforts, on certain endeavors. Out of fear of disappointment. Out of a fear of disappointment. And that's where that confidence comes in, because your openness to life taking you in many different directions, in other directions that you don't have planned. Does that make sense? Ultimately, this is harvest season. Like, influx of joy, influx of abundance. New community is what I'm getting. Paid in many different ways. Multiple sources of income. Confidence. Like, this feels like confidence right here. Because you're moving from a sense of surety. Is that a word? I feel like this video, I've just been like, is that a word? I don't know. Like, you have a certain sense of confidence within you that is just allowing you to move differently. And at first it might feel like, I know I said We're not doing the fake it till we make it. That's my own, I think that might be like my own projection, if I'm being honest. Like allowing yourself to show up authentically in your fullness and not forcing, not bypassing your emotions. Like like when you have a feeling of feeling upset, you're not trying to push it down and be like, no, if I feel that feeling, it's a low vibration, it's going to keep me tethered to something. It's more so about allowing yourself to let that emotion pass. Oh, sorry, why am I stuttering? It's about allowing that emotion to pass through you. Allow that energy to pass through you without trying to bypass it, without trying to push it down or push it away. Allowing that full kaleidoscope of emotionality, of authentic expression. And that doesn't mean act up and throw fits or anything like that. Use your discernment with this message. But this is more so like you speak up for yourself with confidence. You say yes when you want to say yes. You say no when you want to say no. You don't feel bad anymore for having boundaries. You allow others to have boundaries, so why can't you have some? And this is like a softness in your approach too. I see you being firm yet soft. It's that duality. It's like allow yourself to be unique. And I think we're going to end it here. The very essence of this chapter of your life. It's a deep death cycle, but not one of pain. You might have painful experiences, but you're not allowing that to shape your identity. You're allowing the things that are leaving your life to leave. And I see you not questioning it so much because you know that clarity comes with time. That doesn't mean you're being avoidant or passive or even nonchalant about things. It's more so just like, I'm going to keep focusing on me. What's meant to be will be. If this is meant to leave my life, it is meant to leave my life. If it comes back into my life, it's meant to. If it's not, it's not. It's like you're allowing yourself to be fully open and non-attached, non-judgmental, just open and aware. Ooh, open and aware. So to end this video, I would love to read this to you, if you don't mind. I'm not sure if I will elaborate on it after I read it, but we'll see. Okay. Self-love does not mean constant positivity or self-indulgence. Self-love is a state of being that requires deep honesty. It means you stop abandoning yourself emotionally. You stop silencing your intuition. You stop overriding your needs to maintain external approval. Loving yourself means allowing growth without punishment. You can acknowledge where you want to evolve without attacking who you are now. That balance creates safety within, and safety is what allows transformation to happen naturally. When self-love is no longer a reward, failure loses its power over you. Mistakes no longer define your worth. Challenges no longer feel like personal verdicts. They become information rather than identity. You can observe your experiences without collapsing into them. This emotional stability is not passive. It's grounded. You remain open even when things don't go as planned. This internal shift also changes how time feels. When you wait to love yourself later as a reward, time feels heavy and slow. Every delay feels like a setback. Every pause feels threatening. When you love yourself now, time becomes spacious. You are no longer racing against an invisible clock, trying to arrive as a version of yourself that deserves peace. The future is something you grow into, rather than something you chase. Oh, love must be embodied before it can be reflected. The world cannot offer you experiences your body does not believe it can handle. Pain may have shaped you, but it doesn't have to lead you. Release the need to be understood by everyone to justify your evolution. That's you. That's for you, boo. This is just me reflecting what you already know. This is me reflecting what you already know, what you're already doing, what you're already growing through, what you're already growing from. It's all happening in your favor. And you're moving with such a new sense of confidence, a new sense of knowing thyself. Whew, and this is only the beginning. The end is the beginning. And it's all happening in your favor. I'm going to leave this here. Until next time.